Welcome. Do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Exclusive.
Still on the matter, yes, the matter that arises, matter arising, and they call them, you understand? Yeah, it's concerning Tinubu's case. Femi Fani Kayode, he don't talk in your side of the story. He say the U.S. court released copies of Bola Tinubu's alleged indictment for drug trafficking. Fani Kayode reacts after U.S. court. Now, it is no longer news that the social media has been agog with an United States District Court judgment from the Northern District of Illinois taking possession of Ahmed Bola Tinubu's money over his involvement in drug trafficking. Also, the certificate court or the certified court document rather indicted or also indicated that Tinubu was a drug lord who entered a plea bargain in which he voluntarily agreed to forfeit his assets to American authorities in 1993 instead of going to trial. However, reacting to the circulation of the documents, the director of new media of the All Progressive Congress APC Presidential Campaign Council, Femi Fani Kayode has claimed Bola Ahmed Tinubu was neither indicted nor convicted of drug trafficking or anything else in the United States. This reaction was made known on the official Twitter account of Femi Fani Kayode on Wednesday. Fani Kayode further went ahead to stress that if Asiwaju was a drug baron and if he was wanted in America, he doubt the United States ambassador would have visited his campaign office a few weeks ago to wish him well. Now, concerning what he said, concerning what Femi Fani Kayode said. This reaction was made known on the official Twitter account of Femi Fani Kayode on Wednesday. Fani Kayode further went ahead to stress that if Asiwaju was a drug baron and if he was wanted in America, he doubted the United States ambassador would have visited his campaign office a few weeks ago to wish him well. Continuing speaking, Femi Fani Kayode alleged that this current indication or an indict about Bola Ahmed Tinubu are the handiwork of the opposition who doesn't want Bola Tinubu to succeed President Muhammadu Buhari in 2023. My people. This case is no longer funny. Though I usually say it in my article that, I don't know if I'm a prophet or I'm a pastor, but what I know is that I'm a child of God. The truth must be told. Kingmaker do not become king. I could remember when I said Afobaje or King Joba, though it wasn't like I said it. That is what the Yorubas says. You understand? Because if someone is an oracle, someone is a deity, and I believe a deity is not a replica of human. But someone says I'm the oracle. He said it's the Jagaban. But notwithstanding, I don't know. There is a whole lot of narrative here that we need to puzzle and see, future. Let's see the progression. Because I said there was not going to be election come 2023. Anybody that campaigns, fine, campaign. It's good to campaign, but they will believe that you're campaigning and then Nigeria is broke. That means you have the interest of Nigeria at negatively. Well, you can campaign also, you can go for rallies because there are so many things that is embedded, because God, the way God does his things is just very, very mysterious. So if I say there is not going to be election, but as it is, Buhari has been served a letter of arrest already. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is just the only executive member in the All Progressive Congress APC as yet. You understand? Though they will tell us that the Yorubas are the pioneer. But as it is, I don't even understand. The Yorubas are not even, I don't know, they are not among the executive. You understand? One portfolio or three portfolio could go to any northerner. But that is not the story of today. So from reactions and from what people have been saying, you know that definitely, even if there's going to be election, that means things should unfold. Yes, things would unfold because we adopted democracy and we believe we have the system of democracy to ourselves. But constitutionally, the leaders who represent Nigeria, who represent us, they tell us that they are in Nigeria. because even if without the word action, they say speak louder than voice or thereabout, because they borrow money, they don't even look back. I don't know how many people share the money, but notwithstanding, if there is truth, and though if there is either of truth and God, the fear of God in all these guys that usually win election, and okay, some of those guys that win election, they will swear with the Bible, they will swear with the Quran, or swear with whatever. The time for God to visit everybody is near, and I believe everybody should stand as it is, because he would think he stand, let him stand well, lest he falls. But notwithstanding, Femi Fanikadi is reacting. He opined that our opposition's party, they started whatever Muslim ticket issue and failed woefully, and now they've come up with an already dead issue. Okay, this is coming from Femi Fanikadi. Says Muslim ticket is none of a Nigerian business, especially the youth. If you like, make your ogboni kakos ticket or thereabout, it does not come aye. You understand? Because if you as an individual, you have the interest of your fellow man or your neighbor at heart, you will do the right thing. The right thing is the right thing. It's not like maybe there are people that are extraordinary. No, the ability to be disciplined and to tolerate and love your neighbor as though yourself, though some people think is a big deal. Fine, it's a big deal because there are so many indictments, there are so many things underneath. Now Femi Kayode is giving us his own side of the story, so everybody we can oblige to your opinion just because it's your opinion. It does not really matter because we've not checked, we've not weighed it. If it's weighty and it can hold water, that means it's a good submission. That's what it is. And there are some tweets from Femi and Kayode also, and also people reacting, backward background. Now this is a Tinubu case coming out. The EFCC chairman in the other angle is facing his own charge, and I believe he will think he wants to do good. Let him do it very well. He will think he wants to do otherwise. No, continue, because I don't know. But what I believe is that good is good. So, and there's nothing comparable to good, and God is the good. Now Femi Fanikadi, before we cut the scene. He said BST was neither indicted nor convicted of drug trafficking or anything else in the United States of America, USA. This is a fact, and it's the bottom line. Those that have labeled him a drug baron due to an out of court settlement and repatriation of funds in the United States 30 years ago are ignorant and misinformed. Okay, now 30 years ago, 80 years ago, 1 million years ago, if there are records, there are records. Because if they tell you there are going to be judgment will start from the earth, because heaven is on earth and hell is on earth. That's what it is. So we don't need to prolong issue further. Do good, receive good. Do bad, you get bad, because we are in end time. So let's forget about to being religious, or rather follow your doctrine well. Christianity, connect to God. Islam, connect to God. Whichever we traditionally say, connect to God. Individually, atheists, I don't know where you want to connect to God or connect to something. Or connect to human being. When you connect to human being, the God who created that human being you are connected to is connected to you directly or indirectly. VPN also. So